Alright everybody, what is up? It's Flix, welcome back. Bring you guys a new video on Rainbow Six Siege, talking about the new update that came out today, version 1.35, and that is about the new DLC, Operation Blood. I am so pumped for this DLC, guys. Like, I mean, this is probably by far the best update and the best, just expansion for Siege in general, in my opinion, mainly because they're fixing the lighting. Like, I don't know how many times I try to spawn peek or try to attack someone, break a bit off the wall or make a hole in the wall or a barricade or any sort of thing I can see through, and I mean, it is so bright or so dark. I mean, you'd think like the developers would sort of fix that at the first time it came out. It's sort of a wee bit of common sense. But now that's fixed, which is freaking brilliant. I'll show you a comparison actually up on screen right now. So as you can tell, the far left is before the update came out, and the far right is once the update has finally been installed. You can see a huge improvement here. Like, the lighting is so much better. You can actually see outside or inside depending if you're attacking or defending, which is a massive change, and it's definitely going to change up the way people play, because people could never usually peek in because they could never see, or people couldn't peek out because they couldn't see. So it's definitely going to change up the gameplay, and it's going to be very interesting to see if this how this all plays out, because there might be a lot more spawn killers. There might be, all that sort of toxic stuff. I do it myself, don't get me wrong, it's funny, but hey, you gotta do what you gotta do to win the match, isn't that right, lads? And this is a very big update list. I'm not going to go and explain every little detail about the whole update, but I'm going to talk to you guys about the main things that stood out to me. And if you guys want to check out yourself, you guys can. I'll leave it in the link in the description. It'll be the very top link. So make sure to go and check that out, lads, yourself, because you're going to be there for a while reading, because it's one of the biggest updates ever. So before I get into the main stuff about the operators and stuff, lads, here's the size of the update for whatever platform you're on. PS4 and Xbox, exact same update file size. PC, depending on what way you want to render it, I guess, or for Ultra HD settings or whatever, it's going to be a bit higher. Apart from that, here is the operators we are getting for this season, lads. We've got Ying and we've got Listen. I can't even know if that's how you pronounce it. You know what? I don't care, because I know I'm a retard pronouncing things. I don't really give a crap. They look pretty good operators. And last but not least, we've got Ella. And this is the first time actually Ubisoft have came out of the way to add 3 operators in this season. They've never done that before, which is pretty cool that they're doing it now. And it's definitely going to give a lot more people a lot more variety and a lot more content for the money they're paying. And for season pass, to get it early, but at least everyone gets all these for free. Basically, you just have to wait a wee bit longer if you don't pay for the season pass. So let's get into these guys' loadouts. We'll start off with Yang at the far left. He's got the T95 LSW, the Xq-12. Secondary is a Q92 pistol, gadgets, breach charges, and smoke. 2 speed, 2 armor. And to the far right, we'll start with Linson's primaries. Xq-12 SD, T5 SMG, Q92 pistol, same as Ling, impact grenades, deployable shield, 2 speed and 2 armor, so nothing too surprising there. And it looks alright, looks solid enough loadouts. And last but not least, Ellis loadout. She has the Scorpion EVO. I believe that's an SMG. I'm not too entirely sure. And has the FO12. Secondary RR15. Looks like it has a built-in holographic sight or reflex sight. Gadgets, barbed wire, and impact grenades. 3 speed, 1 armor. And apparently all these guys' guns are absolutely phenomenal, and it's good to see that the guns for these new operators are actually becoming a lot more useful and just overall better than the recent ones that have been previously out. But then again, it's Ubisoft, they will probably patch them or nerf them, regardless one way or another. You get the sexy theme park map as well. It wasn't actually meant to be in the ranked playlist, but now they have introduced it into the ranked playlist, which is sort of common sense. Well, I don't know why they didn't put it in there in the first place. Same mode again, you get 4 standard new camos. The only one that really does stand out for me, in my opinion, is the red one. I think it looks absolutely beautiful, man. That camo does look sexy. The green and the grey, and I don't know, man. I'm just not feeling it for those ones. This one's definitely got to be the worst year for, or worst season for skins, but the red one looks really nice. I personally prefer the old ones, to be fair, that were given us previously, especially the bow one. I think it looks sexy. Everyone knows me. It's like, oh, use that camo, it's flipping crap. I mean, it's sexy, okay, just deal with it. So they're actually updating the in-game graphics and details, and they're actually redesigning the graphics for the previous old maps that have came out already. So I'll show you guys some examples of those. The first picture you guys are going to be seeing on screen in a second or two is on border. You can see here, before the sky looks very dull, the clouds don't really look like clouds. After the patch, you can actually tell that the sky looks like clouds, and it looks like there's actually clouds up there. And it's hard to tell the graphic difference from that, apart from the sky, but this picture here I'm showing you really does reveal the way they are changing the game. Like, look at the textures, like they're two complete, it looks like a whole completely different map. It looks absolutely phenomenal, like the lighting, the graphics, like overall it just looks more crisp and more easy on the eye. It's good to see that Ubisoft is actually taking a step in the right direction with this Rainbow Six Siege game, and they're taking it a lot more seriously. And they do like listen to the community. You can definitely tell by that. Yes, they're not the best, but they're good. You know, they're working on it. You gotta give them some constructive criticism. Yes, they're good at fixing the stuff, but you know, there's a lot of crap that they still need to work on. And it's good to see that they're updating their old maps, like graphics and textures, because not even many developers would even think twice about doing that. Like, and it's really good to see that Ubisoft is actually taking a step in the right direction. For their community and just for this game in general, and I'm very, very excited to see what they have in store for us for the next couple of months. But the last thing I want to talk to you guys before just I end the video, they're actually updating their operators, the way they look and the textures on them, which is pretty cool. So I'll show you guys some pictures on screen right now actually. So as you can tell, here's Slade, for example. You can tell his textures are quite fuzzy, they're quite blurry. The colours don't really look overly that good, and now it actually looks just more realistic, and it just looks a lot more neater. And you can definitely notice that with Valkyrie. Like, look at that doll's face; it's like the ugliest thing ever. Now she actually looks like she's actually a flipping girl and has a decent face, and you can tell by the Ubisoft team have put a lot of work and effort into this. So that's pretty cool to see. Like, and I just like the way Ubisoft are fixing this game a lot more often. It's got its fair share of bullcrap and its servers and stuff, but apart from that, you know, they're doing a good job, but they could be doing better with the servers. Like, the servers are absolute ass. And for last but not least, for people who haven't known yet, I really made a video about this and my thoughts on it, about the new ranked playlist coming out. There's going to be no more house, no more plane, no more favela, no more yacht. None of those maps are going to be in rank. Literally, they're removing so many maps, and they're only narrowing it down to 10 maps now on rank. It used to be 9, but now they put 10 since the new map's coming out for rank now. Because at the beginning, they weren't actually going to put it in rank, which is stupid. You'd have to play casual. So that's good to see that they're putting that in rank. And it's going to be a lot of fun to see how that map plays out. And hopefully it actually does play out good the way it looks good. So yeah, that's basically it for the video, guys. Hopefully you enjoy. Make sure to smack that like button, guys. I put a lot of hard work in this video, and it did take me some time. Any support would be very much appreciated. Let's try and hit 3k subs, lads, before next week. That'll be flipping dope. Comment your thoughts down on this new DLC, lads, and tell me what you guys think of the video. And until next time, guys, peace out.